I don't think anybody realizes it. They sometimes wonder why I got up here, and over all the years, I've fought for individual property rights, my own and people around me down at the Pier Pond, and I've had things from the Board of Supervisor and the Ventura County Board of Realtors, blah, 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 blah. So they say to me, how did you ever get to this point in your life, Helen, that you are up there fighting for people and trying to help them and save their homes? And I says, well, you know, I think that the psychiatrists say that you, whatever happens when you're young and then you're growing up, it affects your life as you get older. And I look back on my life. My father was an immigrant. He came from Switzerland, came here in 1917, and he was an educated chef, and he was 27 years old. He met my mother, and after 3 months, I guess it was love at first sight, they were married. They planned for a family, and my father bought a 3-flat building. They called them flats at the time. And in 1921, I was born. And so we lived in this beautiful brownstone house for years, and in 1929, the great crash came. And you think we have a depression now. That was a depression. And I was 8 years old at the time in 1929. So we were living in there for a time, and the depression went on for all the 30s. And in 1937, we were sitting around the dining room table, and we had been notified that our house had been foreclosed on because in the Depression, people couldn't afford the rent and they moved out. And I sat around the table with my father, and tears rolling down his cheeks and crying, and I never forgot that. And I said, nobody is ever going to steal my house from me. They're not going to steal from people. They're going to do the right thing, and they're going to do unto others as they would like being done to them. And that is why I have come out so strongly about this particular item of extending the amnesty for a year and getting rid of that horrible energy code that only applies to new construction. So take this to heart and do unto others that you would have them do unto you, and you'll have not only a beautiful Christmas season, but you'll have a better life.
Thank you, Helen. Camille Harris, and Camille has time seated from Beverly Glazer.